And we are live. It is another episode of the Poleros, and this time we are remote, all from different locations
But
around
just
the
because
world.
we're remote doesn't mean we don't have a beer in our hands.
I gotta. Well, I opened it with my desk.
It looked like you opened it with something else, my guy.
Yeah, that was
Packet.
very sexual. Cheers, fellas.
Cheers.
As we always do.
Salud.
Fuck that free advertisement from my side.
Oh yeah.
No doubt.
Well,
Yeah, at
hopefully
this point.
it'll compound, and then they'll give us money to drink beer, and that's
Yeah.
the dream.
Yeah, we're still waiting on Blue Chew to hit us up, but
Some people want to go to the moon. Some people want to travel. Dude, I just want to drink for free.
I just want to drink.
I just want to drink for free.
Why do we drink? Why do we drink though?
I think Uli started drinking because he got bullied. That's for sure.
Oh,
He started drinking because he got bullied.
I wasn't that well. The thing is that I have a
You
very
got bullied by
weird-
your family to drink.
Oh, okay.
That's how
yeah.
it is in Colombia.
Yeah. My family, like, they love me, but they love to hate me. They just rank on me like, I mean, me decían cabezón because I have a big head.
Is that a Colombian thing though? Because I feel like my family is just like bullies, like left and right. But it's like not like to the point that you're crying. It's just they kind of like, mess around with you. I don't know. At least I feel like I got thick skin because of it.
I just feel it's part of the culture to just bully each other, but it's also like how to show love. Like Colombians, we're very loving, but we also like we're a culture that likes to joke around and just mess around with
Bust
everybody.
balls.
Bust balls, exactly. That's what it is.
A lot of people take it serious though. Like some people just can't handle it. Like it's
The thing is that part of our culture is that we know how to joke around. There's rules to this shit. You just don't start ranking on someone for no reason.
Hold on, what's the rules? Because I'll rank on anybody. So what's the rules?
No. Listen, let me teach you some things, all right, bro? The thing is that, like, since our family were the first bullies, well, not bullies, but we're the first ones to start like busting our balls and stuff. They know us. There's a certain love there, so we know that. Hey, it's not that they hate me or they don't like something about me. There's a certain connection that they know me well enough that they know how to make fun of me, how to make me laugh about myself. And then when you start doing it to your friends, there's a certain level they have to get to before you start ranking on people. Some people don't understand, and they just go at someone without even knowing them. And that's where we run into trouble. Or at least I think. I don't know.
Right. Because I've never been in that issue. Like I've been in that issue, but with people that are like long-term friends, right? After a while, like you would figure that they would know exactly who I am, and then all of a sudden it's like a huge issue. And it's like, was this an issue when we first met? Because we've been knowing each other for years, but I don't know. I just feel like the world has gone softer, man. Like I don't know. I just feel like nowadays, like, careful what you say. Careful what word you use. Because
I don't know if we've gotten softer. I just think that people like to joke around so much, but there's no level of like, hey, I don't know you. Why are you treating me like we're friends from like a while back? Because there's certain things and that's a mistake a lot of people make. Like, you get into a new group, and that group, they bust on each other. So you think you do the same. No. There's an initiation process in this.
There's a ranking to this shit.
There's a ranking. Exactly.
Right? We went through all of this, We were the one that used to get bullied. We were the one in the bottom. You got to be the bottom.
Exactly. You got to be the bottom feeder for a while.
Yeah. But how do people not like start from the bottom? How do some people? Because I feel
you have to start from the bottom. That's why we're here.
No, it is true. There's some people that do skip the line, and like naturally they're just funny and they know how to like get in there, but with respect, they bully back. And but if you just go in like forcefully, it's like, bro, this is not right. This is our first date, dog. You got to spit on it, dog. Like, take it slow.
You got to spit. No, because I'm gonna say, I'm like, respectfully, I feel like I kind of skipped the line here, right? Like I didn't feel like I wasn't getting I get ranked on, but I don't get ranked on as like somebody who's at the bottom is stuck there. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like I was able to. Like,
we know who's at the bottom, so that's why. Love the guy, but we know.
The thing is that like it starts with, if I make a joke and then you just respond on the spot. All right, this guy has this vibe. You got me? Like, if you're quick enough to, like, if I tell you, hey, yo, dude, you're looking kind of thick, like, yo, and you come up with a response on the spot, like, it's funny. So I'm like, okay, this guy has a certain wit to him. Like, I get him. and that's how you can like kind of skip. But if you're just chilling and then out of nowhere, I don't know you, and you start going at me, bro, fuck you. I'm not gonna like that.
Yeah, it's that friendly banter, like that you do enjoy. Everybody enjoys that friendly banter with whoever it is, with
Absolutely.
family, friends, even with randoms. Like if you're like at a bar and it just happens, it's nice to have that friendly
But there,
banter
there is a
with
difference
respect.
between bullying and being funny. There's people that are funny without bullying people,
Yeah, agreed.
and that's a talent that not a lot of people have. And there's people that are just fucking assassins, and that's the only
Yeah.
way they can be funny. What do you think you are, Alex?
I think I'm a mix of both. I could be an assassin at times, and then even sometimes I have to step back and be like, "Yeah, I went too far." Right? Like I can say that sometimes, and I feel
But
like
are you funny? Are you
I
just
am.
like
I think I'm hysterical. I think I'm hilarious. I have so my humor. I feel like comes from different friends growing up, like during like middle school and high school. Like I picked up on their stuff. So I feel like I'm hilarious. I don't know. I mean, like that's not for me to judge, right? But I feel like if people are laughing, then I'm doing a good job at making people laugh. But sometimes I feel like I can go a little too far. Sometimes I feel like I can say something and the whole crowd's like, "Ooh, like yeah, that's too far." But I don't know. What I mean, you guys know me more than some.
I,
So
I I think I think you're funny. I think you're a funny guy.
all
I
right,
think
cool.
you're more of a you like to bust you like to like rank on people more than being funny. Like if there's a ratio, this is you being funny, this is you ranking on people.
I
I think
love
this is
ranking on
where your
people.
talents are.
I love ranking on people because I feel like that's the best type of humor, right? Where we can laugh at our deficiencies because we all have deficiencies, including
Oh, and
myself.
it's really important to be able to like if you're gonna rank on
You
something, you
got
have
to
to be
dish it
able to
back.
take it.
Yeah, you got to
You
take it back.
you can't be one of those. Oh, I go at you and then they get me. I'm like, oh no, don't talk to
If
me.
you throw the punch, you better receive it. That's
Yeah,
A hundred
so you got to be
percent.
willing to take it
yeah.
too.
You gotta
And I
be
feel
able
like
to
I can take it. I feel like I can take it, but like at the same
Oh,
time, it's like I'm gonna take it, but I'm gonna give it right back. Like it's almost kind of like I'm not done. Like just unless you got me good, and I'm like, all right, you got me pretty good, and then you can't say anything. But but
what about
Julio,
you,
what about
Jose?
you? Oh yeah, Jose, what
Oh,
about you? All right, go.
well, the Hooli's asking me directly, but he knows I feel like I'm more of an assassin. I'm very direct with my jokes, and I just go. Yeah, I know, Alex. I know you're laughing, but I'm very to the throat. Am I funny? I don't know. I feel that sometimes I can be funny, but in reality, I feel like I'm the most serious one from like the group. But I know I just sometimes I can throw it deep in there, and just
Yeah,
it just kills because I just you know
I
the
would have to
part.
agree. I think Jose is just he ranks on people. He's not that funny. When he tries to be funny, it's not successful. But when he's just dry, and he
That
just says
dry
like
humor.
he he can make you feel like a dumbass, and he's not trying to. That's the funniest Jose is. Like that's
you know
the
what's
funniest.
what's crazy is that when I met Jose, like we met playing soccer, but we didn't really get like that close until recently. And recently we got close, and it's just been cut. Like I don't know. I feel like as soon as I heard him joke, I was like, oh, I can mess with this guy. I can definitely fucks with Jose all
No,
day
I can
because
take a joke and I'll give it back
Oh
to you.
yeah,
But,
yeah. Jose,
yeah,
Jose, Jose can take
but,
a joke.
but
Like
yeah,
he's not sensitive. He
right. So
ain't.
I loved it. I loved it. I loved it right away. So Julio, what
but
about you?
yeah,
What do you think?
I would have to say I'm more of an assassin. I rank on people a lot. But I think I could be funny. I think I'm a pretty funny guy.
I think you're all funny in your own ways. Everybody's funny in their own ways. I
I
think. I think
stop the
all three of
shit.
us.
You're all funny in your way. What the
Yeah,
hell?
you're all funny in your own ways. I think we comedy can't be like just like placed into one like
Oh, that is
threshold.
true.
You know
That
what I
is
mean?
true. Yeah, we all have our our humor and our way of being. So it is true. We all have our way of expressing. You know how.
I think that Alex is very wise. Very wise.
Thank you. Appreciate that. It goes
Alex,
with the age. It goes with the age. But were you guys bullied at any point during school, like when you're growing up and anything like that? Like, was that like an
Fuck
issue?
yeah, bro. Hell
Yeah.
yeah. I was
All right.
skinny
Cool.
as shit. I was
Oh, what a
lanky as a
problem to have.
motherfucker.
What a problem to
Oh,
have. Be
here we
skinny
go.
as
The
shit. What
fucking
a
two
problem to
fat
have.
guys going
Oh,
at it.
praying
Oh
mantis
my
over here.
god,
Oh
bro.
no. What are we gonna
fuck
do?
me.
Oh, I'm so
No.
skinny, bro.
Yeah. Let me
I
order
do
an extra
nothing
pair
but
of
eat
wings.
and I can't get fat. That's such a problem.
What a problem to have, for fuck's sakes. I fucking smell a cupcake and I gain fucking 5 pounds. This guy over here fucking eats 20 of them and fucking gains nothing. Fuck that.
Well, that's not my fault, bro. I was blessed by God. Thank you.
Yeah.
You know, like, what do you want to do, bro? Like,
Me and God don't have a good
Take
relationship.
take
bro, we all
advantage
got
of
bullied.
it.
We all got
Oh
bullied
yeah.
at some point, and it's part of fucking life and growing up, bro. Like that gave us all thick skins. And my biggest bullies were my parents. It wasn't even like the people in my school. It wasn't my friends. My parents were the
No
ones going
way.
at it on my throat. My cousins were the ones going at it. Like it was just part of my life. It was part of like part of my family. Like it. And nowadays, I feel that people kind of need that bullying. Again, that verbal bullying is very different from physical bullying. But that verbal bullying sometimes does help you to understand like how to read people, how to analyze like what they're saying, like if they're actually joking, if they're not. So I do feel that bullying is something very important that
It
it's
gives you,
part
it
of your
gives you,
life.
it gives you smarts, street smarts, bro. Yo,
Yes,
get on it.
it gives you that
If
wit,
someone's
that witty.
exactly,
You become
if
witty.
someone's coming at you,
You're
hey,
like, yo, wake
let me
up.
say something. Wake
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Otherwise, just walk away and be an idiot.
But are we like, because like I feel like everybody talks about like the suicide rates going up and kids getting bullied. I know my girl's in teaching, and she deals with kids all the time, and it's like I'm hearing more and more constantly that this is just a huge issue. It's I don't know, like I'm just feeling like are we too soft, or is things changed that we just don't know because we're older,
It's
right? Like like things have changed.
Yeah, but it's also due to like they don't have that that personal social connection. Now it's just all virtually. So again, I feel like
I,
it's very
look,
important to me.
I don't want to be an asshole, but virtual bullying. I mean,
No,
you
but
couldn't turn off you couldn't turn off your computer.
some people just can't get on, like they can't unhook
You
themselves,
couldn't block someone.
No, that is true. I agree with you 1,000%. But dude, what made bullying so different personally? Facial expressions, body languages, and all that stuff. So it's very
Well, I'll
different
give you an
when you're in
example.
person.
I'll give you an example of something that happened to me, when I was young, and maybe we can go based on that. So I got jumped when I was a lot younger, and I remember
Got jumped.
I got jumped. Yes, I got jumped, but for like kind of opening my mouth, when I wasn't supposed to, kind of thing. And it was things you
By
learned
5
as
skinny
a part of
guys.
growing up. Yeah, but by 5 skinny guys. Yeah, right. No, it's
I'm
literally
telling you,
about 5 or 6
you is
people.
not an easy task.
Yeah,
Not an
nowadays,
jumping you, my guy.
You
maybe
took
in
all their
middle
food.
school it was a
That's
little
why,
easier.
bro.
Middle school was a little easier. No, I wish that was the reason, because then I would have been full and I would have been at least enjoying the ass whooping I was getting it. But whatever, like, but the point is that like essentially, like I remember after, like, thinking to myself, like, oh my God, I can't even go to school tomorrow. Like everybody's gonna find out. Like, everybody's gonna find out about this and they're all gonna hear about it. And I remember that when I went to school the next day, I barely had like a little bump on my cheek. Like if I closed my mouth tight enough, you could see the bump. But other than that, nothing was like, I didn't have bruises, I didn't have cuts, I didn't have anything. So most people, when they heard about it, they saw me and they were like, yo, but you look fine. Like, and I'm like, yeah, like thankfully, and then when I close my mouth, they could see a little bump. They're like, oh, sure, I can see it. But then I kind of like take it to 2024. I'm like, imagine if the same jumping situation happened and someone had a phone to record it. And now they're showing everybody. Everybody's got the video of me
Social
getting my
media
ass
has
handed
changed
to
it,
me.
bro.
Right. Like I'm like, could I have handled it as good as I did back then? Because back then it was almost kind of like I swept it under the rug, like I was still kind of like sweating bullets after school because I was like, if these
You
guys catch me
remember because
again.
it happened to you, but other people don't. So, but
Right, exactly.
the
But
difference
it
now
also
is like
because
it's on the internet.
exactly, once it's in the internet, it's there forever. So that ass whooping that I got could have been shown everywhere, and everybody would have seen it constantly over and over again. And if I ever, like later in life, would have said, "Oh, I was a hard ass, or I could fight," and this and that, people would probably look back at that tape and be like, "No, you can't." According to this, in middle school, when you
Hey,
got
we
your ass
got you on tape.
exactly, once you're on tape, you're screwed, right? Like, so I don't know. I just kind of like put those two together, and I don't know how you guys, see that as a good example or not of how things could have been different in 2024 compared to what 2001, 2002 when that happened. Am I telling my age here with that?
I don't know. I
2001,
don't know,
bro.
dude.
Holy shit!
We open the
Like
other
9/11, bro.
I honestly think that once you like making jokes and stuff, it's on the moment. For example,
Yeah.
it's not bullying when like a girl gets her phone broken into, or they send a picture where she's showing a little bit of skin or something like that, and they just put it on the internet without her consent. That's not bullying. That's just you being a sociopath. That's not bullying. So like I think there's a like the suicide rates might be going up or whatever. I don't know the statistics on that. Maybe your girl might know, or but I think that we're confusing bullying like what we grew up with just being a total psychopath. Because it's not okay to just beat up on people for no good reason. That's not bullying. That's just assault. You got me?
No,
like,
for
yeah,
sure.
sometimes you would get into fights, but that's where that's what that top it would go. Like, hey, meet me after school. Me and you're gonna sell it so you can stop fucking around with me. That's it.
Sure.
It's not like every single day some asshole was whooping my ass to like take my money, because that's bullying. That's just you stealing from someone.
Yeah, I wish I got that warning. That I was gonna get jumped.
You never said "Nos vemos a la salida"?
Yeah, I've heard of it plenty of times. Not with me, thank God. But I heard plenty of people say, "Hey, 230 Jenks Park," which was like a park nearby around my school area, and that was where you heard 230 Jenks Park. You knew there was a fight there, and everybody left school to go directly to that park to watch the main event, whichever main event it was. So,
but see, I think that's the most it would get to. But if you're just making fun of someone, or just hey, look. And again, if you know them, if you know what doesn't hurt them, like for example, if I know Jose and I know, like, let's say he's very sensitive about his hair, you're not, but I'm just putting an example, and I know it's gonna hurt him.
He takes his time with the hair, Juli. Come on.
He takes his time with that beard, though, huh? It's coming in fresh.
Love it.
If you guys are at home, look up Elliot from Open Season. That's Jose.
All right, Paul, relax.
But I'm telling you, like, if you know someone's like, it's not just gonna like be a laugh, it's gonna be making them feel like an asshole, like shit, then you don't say that. I think that should be the rule. Like, if you know that the guy can, or the person might be able to take that joke and just laugh it off, yeah, you might feel a little uncomfortable, but he'll be able to shake it off.
Yeah,
then that's game.
But that's the rule for us now at our age. I mean, we're talking about middle school and high school kids who really don't understand how far is too far, right? I mean, I didn't know how far too far was until I could look back and think about moments where I was like, that joke wouldn't fly nowadays, even at my age. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just not cool to say things, like I remember, I'll give you another example. I remember somebody calling, saying that one of the special ed kids was my brother because he said that I looked like him. Yeah, we like it could be funny. Yeah, we could laugh, right now about it. But think about it. Are y'all gonna laugh?
Why does it make so much sense?
Of mice and men, Alex was a tall one.
Lenny. So I had a professor that called me Lenny. He used to call me Lenny of Mice and Men. So I remember that.
They shot you in the back, bro.
And I took the joke. Because I can take it. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying is, like, kids don't get those things. Like, you don't make, because God forbid, what if your brother or sister had those special needs and they're making fun of your brother or sister? You know what I mean? Like that. Those are the things that we're.
That is,
but
again, that's part of like how we, that's how you grow up. Unfortunately, as kids, we don't know what a filter is. We don't know what not to joke about, and that's part of like growing up and understanding like how to not be an asshole, not be a sociopath. It's middle school, you get me? But now when you get to high school and you're still doing the same shit, you're just being a piece of shit. In other words, but when you go into like adulthood and you're still doing the same thing, bro, now you just have a problem, and you have an insecurity with yourself, and you just want to pick on other people, and and then just show them, oh, maybe I'm better than you because I can pick on you. No, bro, you're just being an asshole. If I can do it back and forth, fine, bro. But if you're picking on somebody that does not defend themselves, then you're 100%. Just being a piece of shit, So
yeah, you don't make fun of someone that can't fight back, dog. You just 100%. Don't do that. Like, for example, that the special ed kids or someone that, no, dude, leave them the hell alone. Not because they're dumb or just because they can't fight back.
Right.
So like, why would you go there? Don't. Now, Jose and Alex can more than fight back, bro. So why not go out if you have that?
Yeah.
But you don't do it to someone that just can't.
Yeah, just pick on somebody your own size. That fucking saying,
don't punch down. Right.
Yeah,
don't punch down.
Don't punch down, right?
And don't punch. Well, actually, I was gonna say don't punch at women as man, but I know sometimes women can fucking push the limit too. But it's like, It's like, there's that fine line. Like,
I don't know.
do I listen to my mom and show respect, or do I say fuck it and pull the trigger?
No. With women, it's a different ball game.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. I don't know. If a woman
different
pulls out a
ballgame.
knife and is trying to stab the shit out of my mom, man, I'm knocking her the fuck out.
No,
We're talking
I
about
understand
bullying,
that, but we're
guy.
talking about bullying, bro. Relax.
Yeah.
We're not talking about it.
I thought we were talking about knocking.
Bro.
I heard something about knocking women out. I was like, I'm all game for taking a left hook, right? So I'm all
When it's necessary and for self-defense,
Yeah, that's
it's gonna
understandable.
be knocked the fuck into Tuesday.
But bullying, that's like, ugh, do I?
Is there any
separate-
nicknames?
No. With women, it's different. Because, for example,
Yeah.
I'm married, and my wife has a great sense of humor.
Yeah.
She makes fun of me, and I think it's hilarious. I'm not gonna say with what, because I'm not gonna give you assholes any more ammunition. But
Fair enough.
but she's actually really fucking funny. Really funny. But
the
I
times
make
we've been with
one
her, she's
joke.
hysterical.
I make one joke.
and it's over.
She's done.
She's like, why?
So
Why do you treat me this way, Julia? And I'm like, oh my God.
Why do you go? Why do you go there?
yeah.
Yeah, like what do you go?
Yeah.
Yeah. We've all
and-
gone
and-
through it.
And I think my mom is the same way with my dad. She can make fun of that guy till there's
Oh,
no
yeah.
tomorrow.
My girl too.
He makes
bro. She
one
makes-
comment.
Why is that? Why are they allowed to have a hall pass, man? I don't understand why girls are allowed to get a hall pass on it. If they bully, they need to take it as well.
They weren't raised like that, man. Like girls are mean to each other behind their back. We're mean to each other in front of our faces, bro.
Yeah, maybe
So
that's
it's
why we
very
have better
different.
friendships than they do. I don't know.
Oh my
maybe,
God.
maybe.
Ask the highest percentage of women who their enemy is going to be one of their best friends.
That's wild. To me. Wild.
It's amazing.
Wild.
I didn't even know this. But like my wife tells me all the time, like, you want to know who it's a woman. I'm like, why? Why are you guys such assholes? Like, why can't you just like be assholes in front of each other, work it out, and then let it go? No.
It reminds me of the whole joke about like if you go on a girls trip with your girls to Miami, how friendships get ruined and shit like that. It reminds me of that completely, because I don't know how many times I've heard it like in 2 different occasions where literally people will go to Miami and then they leave Miami not being friends anymore.
Oh,
It's just wild to
I
me.
saw it, bro. So
You've seen it.
My first date with Nicole, bro. We were I forgot Las Olas, dog, and I remember this. It was just and they were talking about like being at a girls trip, and we were walking, and all of a sudden they were like, "Oh, you like hooked up with my boyfriend and all stuff," and then 2 girls in front of them were talking. It's like, "Fuck, they're fighting." Like, why are they fighting? They're friends. I was like, bro, and they were throwing hands. I mean, like haymakers. And Nicole was like looking back. I was like, don't look back. Just keep walking. I don't want to get into this. Like, just keep walking, bro. But haymakers. And I was like, what do you mean you're fighting your friend? Like, what? Like, not hooking. She was saying like texting and stuff. I was like, bro, you're a backstabber. Like, how are you gonna, go and talk to your girl's man and all that stuff? But that's another topic. But still, bro, I was like, this is wild. How are you guys so crazy throwing hands like that? And you're best friends, and you're in Miami. Like, wild.
You know what I've never been able to comprehend, and I just don't fucking understand it. You're talking to any girl that from your group of friends or whatever, and they're like, "Oh my God," let's say a girl, Amanda. I'm just making up a name, and then oh my God, Amanda's coming. I can't believe she's coming. She's such a bitch. Blah 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 blah. And then they talk shit about them for 5 minutes, and the second that girl shows up, oh my God, I can't believe you're here. We're gonna have so much fun. Like, you were just going ham. I couldn't do it. If I don't like someone and I'm talking to that level of hatred, when that person comes in, I'm not gonna be an asshole, but I'm not gonna talk to him.
Well, you at least say hi to be cordial.
Oh no, cordial. Hey, what's up? How's it going?
Yeah,
more than that, if I dislike you that much,
we're not going further than that, right?
That's why bullying with women is like it's not doable, dude. Because you need to have that level of like, you can say stuff about me without me getting mad. And I don't know. I'm sure some women do, but like the ones that I've been able like to hang around with, they don't, or most of them.
Yeah, I have a couple of girls like friends that are friends, and they just can't. They can't.
We
take it.
also have a couple guy friends that are women too.
Oh yeah. Let's not say names. Or if you want to, I don't care.
I don't want to say that.
Oh man. All right. So you just said a nickname. So let me bring that up. Did you guys get any nicknames? During your bullying days or days that you got bullied? Like
I mean, man, they used to call me Piolín.
Piolín.
Yeah, because of like Tweety Bird,
Yeah.
ass head. Yeah. They used to call me. They used to call me. You know that commercial for BK where the guy can hold the triple.
Oh my god!
Because of my small hands.
Oh my god!
Yeah. And I don't know. I've heard this a lot. I've heard it from Jose. My wife says it too. That I look like Po from Kung Fu Panda. I don't see it. I honestly just don't see it.
I've never seen Kung Fu Panda, so I can't even tell you if
it's a panda, bro. You've never seen a panda?
Oh, well, you talking about the main character panda? I didn't know by names. So okay, so it's the panda from Kung Fu Panda. Okay,
yeah, apparently.
I don't know.
Apparently, I have no idea.
Yeah, tell me that's not Hoodie, bro. Like, there's no.
He's already finding the picture. We'll get the picture pulled up.
Let's see.
Yeah,
let's look it up.
Right there, I'm sharing the screen. Sure. Tell me that's not Hoodie, bro. That's Hoodie, dog.
That's so great. That looks more like me, man.
No, that's Hoodie, bro.
Hold on.
What do you mean? Hold on. Is this guy?
What is? I think he's got a Kung Fu Panda like costume or something.
Moment. He has the shirt. That's what I.
Oh, he does have a shirt.
There. Oh wait. For the people listening,
for those who can't see,
reenacting the picture and got a broom from out of nowhere and decided to do the kung fu kick and reenact it.
That is wild. I personally don't see it.
I don't see it either. But a lot of people have told me I look like that guy.
But isn't it weird that like the things that you don't agree on with a joke are the things that stick the most? It's almost like you're counteractive, with so I'll tell you my nickname. My nickname, and it's to this day, to 2024, to this day, they still call me this in Rhode Island. They call me Betsy. Right? That's the nickname that I have out here. So if you come out here and you're like, oh, I know Betsy or I know Bets, like they automatically know who you're talking about when it comes to me. And the reason I got that nickname was because, again, it was like me and my friend were just joking back and forth. And one of the jokes, he goes, well, shut up. You look like Betsy the cow. If y'all don't know who Betsy the cow is, yeah, Jose's face said it all. Betsy the cow was an old commercial from Hershey's that the joke was like at the end of the commercial, they say, oh, will Betsy's dream ever come true? And basically call me a cow or whatever. But the joke didn't stick. Let me tell you when the joke actually stuck for everybody that's listening. We'll find you a picture for those who are watching. But
if we do, but that's the joke. Shit, bro.
It's old. So for y'all youngins, y'all probably don't even know about this. But the joke stuck later at lunch. At lunchtime, I go to lunch and somebody makes a joke and I'm drinking milk. And someone says a joke, and the fucking milk comes out of my nose. It comes out of my fucking nose, and everybody just right away was like, Betsy the cow. Like, it just stuck. It was like, Betsy the cow, Betsy the cow. And like, again, this is like 6th grade. So the more you tell people in 6th grade, yo, don't call me that. That's not even, they just kept going and going and going. So much so, people would call my house. This is when we had landlines in the house. People would call my house, call my mother and be like, hey, can I talk to Betsy? And she's like, there's no Betsy in this house. Like, growing up, I had people tell me, I had no idea your name was Alexander. The whole time I thought it was Betsy. And I was like, you really think my mom, like when I was born, said, I'm going to name my baby boy, Betsy? Like that's your final answer to that. So to this day, it's a joke that a lot of people don't even know, because people ask me to this day, like, where did you get that nickname from? And I tell them the situation. They like, wow, that's crazy. Like, I had no idea that's the origin of the story. But that's a nickname that originated from bullying, and now it just kind of became like the name. Like, it's like part of me. It's part of who I am. And every time I hear Bets or Betsy, I'm like, so much so I went to the Hard Rock the other day, and I saw somebody with Betsy with the Z, the way I used to spell it, with a Z, and I looked at her and I was like, should I just tell her this story while I'm playing blackjack, or should I just ignore this story? Whatever. But I just kept it to myself.
I thought it had something to do with betting.
So ignore, bro.
It turned into that afterwards. Big bets. Like, they were like calling me Big Bets because like sometimes the way I used to bet was like, oh, big bets. Like, so it did turn a little bit, through the years. But ultimately, no. The origin of the name is Betsy. Julio, how about you, man? Any nicknames for you?
Nicknames? No, they used to call me a lot of stuff, but like not nicknames. I've
Not
never
nicknames that
gone to
stuck.
nicknames. None
Gotcha.
of them stuck. Just Huli. That's
Just
what
Huli.
everybody's called me. But like they've had made some comments about my appearance, like for example,
It's
Poe
like
and stuff like
Jules.
that. What?
He doesn't like being called Jules.
Oh, I hate that shit.
Jules.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
No, not Jules or Julian, because that's not my name. Because make fun of my name the correct way. It's Julian, not Julian.
But that's the
It
English
bothers
way.
me.
It's the English way. No,
No, it's not.
no, it's not.
Julian is with a Y.
We're in America.
We're in America.
America. So I don't like it, but it's not that nickname has never stuck. Like, and it just bothers me because my name's not Julian; it's just Juli or Julian. But
Yeah, makes sense.
that's not really like a bullying nickname because when someone calls me that, I just ignore them. Like, it's not with me.
Not talking to me. Jose, how about you?
You're not
Daddy Longlegs.
Daddy Longlegs was one of my nicknames.
Daddy
by my
Longlegs,
cousin.
yeah.
The other one was I was compared. It wasn't a bad one, but I was compared to the elf of Lord of the Rings. What was his name? You know what I'm talking about? Because of my ears.
I do, but I don't know the name, man.
The
What
blonde guy, Orlando Bloom. I was like, bro, Orlando Bloom is handsome, bro. What's another nickname that I got? I'm trying to think. I forgot. Oh, Twinkle Toes was another one because I used to always run on my toes because I was always kind of fast. And Flaco, but Flaco was kind of whatever. I was okay with that.
Gotcha.
But the one that I was like that got to me was like the elf one. I was like, fuck you guys, but whatever. I was like,
Legolas.
Yeah, that guy, the blonde one, and all that stuff. I was like, and I saw him. I was like, yeah, he does kind of have my ears. So like,
so I'm the only asshole with a nickname that I got stuck to.
Like Betsy, yeah, bro.
Yeah, Betsy.
I'm telling you though, people from Rhode Island will come and say it, and people in Miami are like, because I get like so in Miami I'm Zapata or Alex, and then in Rhode Island I'm either Alex or Betsy. Like that's the names that you hear the most come out of people's mouths when it comes to me. So,
but like that's a very like, what is the funniest nickname you guys have ever heard?
The funniest.
I got one. Tiny. I heard Tiny for a big dude. If he ever hears this, he's probably gonna go and look and try to murder me for even mentioning to him because me and him are not necessarily friends or anything like that. So he's probably thinking I'm making fun of him. But I thought it was the funniest thing because this guy is like 6'3" and like 300 plus, like he's monstrous. And they called him Tiny. And when you see him, you're like, no, that's not his name. That's not his name at all, But I thought that was like probably the best one, because it just was the total opposite of what he really is,
I used to hear
the one that we have is La Princesa, and that one kind of stuck with us, like, that's our boy, but that's our princess.
La Princesa is a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah,
I heard a lot. I don't know.
Like, has he ever said anything about it?
He kind of, you can tell, like in the beginning, it used to bother him, but then he kind of like went along with it, So he's like, it's fine now.
The thing is that if he fought it, we would have come up with some worse.
Yeah, it would have been.
We would have come up with some worse. So he kind of takes it, and we don't really call him that no more. First of all, we don't see him that often.
I know the worst one. I don't even want to say whatever. Mad about Coke. That was a pretty bad nickname.
Oh yeah, that one was bad.
Mad about Coke.
Mad about Coke.
Oh man,
yo, some context behind that without throwing people under the bus.
Okay, so mad about Coke. Okay, so one of our boys, he used to work at a store. It was a soccer store, so it was named Mad About Soccer, and he used to work there, whatever. But then we found out he liked to sniff the powder.
He liked to indulge booger
sugar.
The booger sugar, exactly. And one day, one of us was like, "Yo, you're just mad about Coke," like, and we stuck. Like, bro, I swear to you, I'm not gonna show you because it'll say his first name, but his contact name is Mad About Coke, and then name. I was like,
that's hysterical.
And it's still there. And it happened once that
we were on a boat.
Part of our group. It was just part of our group, and one of our boys' sister. We went on a trip, like everybody went, and like one of our boys' sisters, she was close to us too, and she's fucking retarded, bro. Whatever. She was like, "Oh, like, hey, mad about Coke?" He's like, "Yeah, wait, what the fuck are you call me that?
yeah,
and he looked at all of us. He's like,
he
you
didn't-
guys
he
call him
didn't-
that too? He got pissed.
What?
He was like,
He got
I
mad.
don't know if
He
we
didn't
call
know
him
we called him
boys.
that for years.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
so
called
he
that for
like
like
he was
two-
oblivious.
oh yeah,
like
he was
for a
oblivious.
while,
Yeah,
for a while,
vice versa.
for a
He
while.
didn't know we called him that because
Yeah, for a
like,
while,
he's
he's
like,
like,
bro, again, it's a bad fucking nickname. But now he's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
whatever,
that's a
he
rough.
don't care about it. But he was like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
how the fuck am I finding out through her? Like, not even
Right.
you guys.
Someone that's not even that close to the group.
Yeah, bro. It was
No,
hilarious,
no.
dog.
That's hysterical. That's a good way to catch the nickname. But like not knowing for years is probably the roughest part about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he's like, you guys can call me that, but no one's ever seen me do it. I've never been caught on tape. Not on tape.
Never on tape. That was his thing. Never on tape.
Wow,
Oh,
never on
man.
tape. So he admits that he does it, but just never on tape. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
That works in a quarter in a room
Yeah,
full of
it
court.
does.
Yeah,
Never, hey,
There's no
like how
proof.
you said, never on tape, never on proof. You're
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
I don't know how to fight. It's not on tape, dog. So
Yeah.
what else can you say?
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I can keep lying about me knowing how to fight.
No, but there's some funny ones. I've heard tres pelos.
Oh,
Tres pelos for someone who's balding.
Yeah,
Tres
home
pelos.
runs.
we know this, Juli. My dad gave it to somebody, el tamal.
Oh my god, that was hilarious.
El tamal.
That was hilarious, bro. We were at a party one time. And then there was a bunch of friends around, and then there was a girl there, and then his dad sits next to me. We were having a beer, and he goes, "Bro, she's pretty, but her face is toca comérsela como un tamal." And I'm like, "What does he mean?" Like, yeah. And then he lifts up his shirt and he holds it right next to his face, so you couldn't see it.
So you know what the best part is? He has a hernia, so the hernia was just out there. Like, bro, put your shirt down, dog.
He did it in the middle of the party, and everybody's looking at him like, "What the fuck is he doing?"
And
I was just dying. I was just dying because I saw the connection. I'm like, "No, bro."
So for the people that don't know, un tamal is like it's
Tamale.
a tamale,
Yeah,
yeah.
tamale.
But you know how you had to take off the leaves, so like that. The point
But
is
you can't take it out of the leaves. You have to.
you
leave
can't
it
take
in
out
there.
like the food. You can't take it out of the leaf because it just falls apart. So what my dad was trying to say, you gotta cover her face.
You
with
gotta
the
cover her
leaves.
face with the leaves, bro. That was
Yo, your pops is hysterical.
no,
the one
his
time I
dad
met
is-
him, was enough
No,
for me to
his
know that
dad-
guy. This guy's great.
His dad it knocks it out of the park, bro.
Yeah.
He throws haymakers, bro. He's an
he does.
assassin. He's
Yeah.
an
He does. He's an
Is it-
assassin.
Is it important for us to like move that? Because like I feel like that's a generational thing, right? Like our families do it. Like are we supposed to continue that on with our kids? So they don't.
Fuck yeah, fuck them.
Yeah,
kids.
bro. I bully
Yeah.
my fucking nephew.
Right.
Hell yeah.
So they don't pick a letter in the alphabet and decide that that's what they are, type of thing. So
We're not getting into that.
there's plenty of letters to pick from. I just don't want them to pick any. So I'd rather pick on them. That was one of the assassin ones that I come up with. Is that why we drink so much? Is that like to kind of like wash down the actual hurt from some of these jokes?
No,
As
bro.
I drink
I
the-
think for us, like us, like our boys, our friends, we drink to socialize. It's something. I was actually speaking to my girl about this. Us for guys, we need an action to socialize. So we need to do a sport. We need to do an activity. We need to be drinking. We can't just sit down like how they do and sit down on a bench and fucking just talk. No, bro. We gotta do an activity to then socialize. So we need something to so we can actually speak and all that stuff. And also we have, as men, we also have a difficulties opening up, and sometimes alcohol does help us open up. So I feel that's why sometimes we do drink.
Ay, se partió. You need help opening up? Oh my god.
I got you, bro. We got you, bro. With a
I'm
nice
not
cover
opening
for-
up my
Open up
anus,
whenever
right,
you
bro.
want.
But yeah, that's something that I feel it's just an action, so we can like just speak.
Well, is that
Because
the reason why?
if I tell you guys, can I just sit with you guys and talk? You'll be like,
No, that's weird.
that's
Yeah,
weird.
you
Yeah,
gotta bring
man.
up-
That's,
So
Yeah,
if,
man.
if I tell you, boys, let's go drink a beer.
I'm there.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be
and then
talking.
we'll talk.
Yeah.
Then we'll talk. Yeah.
So
Is that what's missing with girls? Like a girls, like when it comes down to it, instead of bringing the book to read, this
The
ends
book
with
club.
us. Yeah,
the
instead of
book
the book club, they go and they
book,
bring
bro.
fucking drinks and they
They're
go and they
fucking
say,
porno?
Yeah, I mean, listen. I got scared. I don't know if I told you guys. I watched this movie this weekend. This weekend, and I want to say that I got scared. I thought it was going to be another 50 Shades of Grey, but the movie turned out pretty good. But I mean, maybe that's what's missing. Maybe these girls are coming out with these too soft of books, and and they want to just talk about their feelings and about how their boyfriend doesn't listen during soccer games and stuff like that. And maybe they need just some drinks, to kind of just get that shit out of their system. I don't know. Just an opinion.
I don't know, but they need something. They need something to like talk and drain, and yeah, like your partner can help you out with that, like your boyfriend, your husband, or whatever. But like, there's some things that you don't want to say to your husband or to your wife, because
good point.
Here's the thing, and I don't know if you guys notice this. When guys hang around, when we hang around, we talk in a very different way.
Yeah,
we go at each other in a different way. Like it's not nice. Like even when like my wife's hung around with us, she's been in a couple of trips, and she goes, "You guys are friends, right? Why do you treat each other so bad?" And I'm like,
we're showing love.
And I'm like, that's at 5%, mija. That's because you're around.
Yeah, we're toning it down.
That's because you're
around. Yeah, that is.
That's because you're around. Like, I don't know if you guys have seen this video of like there's these guys playing like Call of Duty or something.
Oh yeah,
and then,
I know.
And then he goes, guys, if I was going through something, would you guys be there for me? And immediately there was no no. Like, I actually want you to call me to talk about it, and then I can hang up on you. I want to be the reason why you kill yourself.
Like, the best one, he's like, "I'll go to your funeral and then regret it at your funeral." I was like, "Yo, goddamn, bro!"
No. He says, "I want to go to your funeral, knowing I could have prevented it." I'm like,
that is dark.
That is good. Hold on, but like, is there a moment in time, that you can recall that you thought to yourself, the guys aren't meant for that? Because I can remember a moment in time in my life where I said, the guys are not meant to this type of conversation. Like, it's not meant for that.
Like, what do you
mean?
Like,
more context.
I'll give you context. I'll give you context.
Conversation.
I'll give you the example, right? I feel like this is the best way to give you the example. So the moment that I knew that the guys weren't meant to have that, like, I need, consolation talk is, when I was like young, my first relationship ever. Me and the girl break up. We were going through issues. We break up, and me and my friend are in the car, and I just start like, not like notebook crying, but I started like, tears coming down, and I'm like telling him everything that I'm going through, and he never said a word to me. He never even said like, "Hey, I'm sorry you're going through what you're going through." Never gave me like a pat. He just kind of looked at me and was like, "I don't know what to do in this situation."
Yes.
And that was the moment that I was like,
all
right,
react to that.
Right.
Without,
right. So that was the moment that I realized
those social behaviors, like I told you, like that
Right.
soccer or something. We don't know how to, when it's one-on-ones and you're like pouring yourself out. It's like, I don't know how to react to this, my guy. Like, or like, it's something like, it's weird. It's weird to us.
But is there a moment that you could also say like, no, I can relate to you, and here, let me give you some
of course,
talk,
of course.
right? Because I feel like I feel like at my age, anything that somebody throws at me, regardless of what it is, I can sit there and be like, hey man, like, let's talk about it. Let's go through it.
And I also feel that life experiences do help a lot.
But that's also because
I'm being careful about that.
No, and like, that's 100% true. But it's also like, we talk, like, sometimes it's hard to like just reach out and like, hey, I just need to talk about this problem. Since we hang out so much and we drink our beers and then we stay and talk each other after a soccer game or whatever the hell the situation is, we just talk and we start talking about anything. Hey, dude, like, what do you think about this, that, or the other? And then we start talking about it. And then like, yo, dude, I've been meaning to tell you, and you're there drinking a beer. It's like a more easy like transition into that tough conversation because you talk all the time. So you feel comfortable talking to that person. If you just go, dude, I'm having some problems, and you're not accustomed to talking or having a conversation, dude is going to be like, yo, what the fuck is he saying?
Where does this come from?
Exactly. And not only that, dude, like, when it comes to like that hard, it's better not to say anything than give some advice where you're like, I don't know if I gave him good advice because I don't know him like that. Or I'm just saying something to fill up the void. So I don't know. I just think it's easier when you constantly talk and you're like social. When you're being social, it's super easy.
And also, like, we also have to think like, us as humans, men are not emotional characters. We're very like,
I'm emotional. I cry every
cognitive.
time.
No, we're emotional, but I mean, like when it's towards like stuff like that, we're very cognitive. So it's like actions first, not like speaking about
Yeah,
our
we're
emotions.
solution
Does that
driven,
make
I
sense?
guess.
Yeah, solution. Like we were like, oh, how can we solve this? As for women, they let's talk about it. Let's talk about the emotions. Like analyze the emotions. Let's
Therapy.
see therapy exactly. But as for men, we're like, how can we fix this? How can you feel better?
Right.
Like, what can you do to feel better? So it's very different. That's why it's like, if I talk
Is
about
there an
emotion,
issue with that though? Is there an issue with that, Jose?
there's no
Because I
issue
get
with
into an argument with a friend of mine who's a girl about that topic, recently, and I didn't mean to get into an argument with her. It was
that.
just like
Man
kind of
up.
like
No, I'm
what.
just kidding.
Well, I kind of wanted to say that, but then I realized that all
But
the girls around us.
I'm just gonna take a quick pause here. That advice sometimes is the best advice. Just man the fuck up. Just deal with it. Sometimes
But
that
some
it
of us,
doesn't apply every
not all the
time.
time, right?
Yeah, I was
But I
there.
mean,
Depends.
sometimes we're like, bro, just you know what? Things will get better. Just keep going. Don't worry about it.
That's
Right.
the thing that we as men sometimes, not sometimes, a lot of times we don't linger on stuff. Women try to linger and like they focus on that
But
situation
why?
longer
Why don't they
than,
want the solution right away, or want
because they see.
to like?
Okay, we all have seen the Avengers, right?
Right.
You remember when Doctor what's his fucking
Strange.
name? Doctor Strange is looking at different fucking like all
Scenarios.
scenarios. That's them,
Yeah.
bro. They see
Yeah.
1,000 scenarios. As for us, we only see that one scenario, and we're
Right.
like, okay, how can I fix it? But then they're Doctor Strange all the time. Let me see all these fucking scenarios, and let me see which one's the best one.
Yeah. We just
And
want
when
to
they
take the
fucking
fucking
decide
glove
it's not the best one. So I'm like, bro,
Right.
come on.
We just want to take the fucking glove off Thanos, and you want to come up with the reason why fucking
Exactly,
today.
bro.
Spoiler.
Yeah.
Spoiler
We're
alert.
A to B.
10 years
We're from-
later.
yeah. We're from point A to B. They're from point A to A, B, C, D, E.
I also think it's because
like,
they want to understand
Plus.
why it happened.
they
So they want to.
investigate, bro. We don't.
Yeah. I don't give a fuck.
We get
But
to
they
the
want to
point.
understand why it happened and how can they prevent it from happening. And sometimes it just happens because life is life, dog.
Yeah.
Just
And
sometimes you have good
don't
luck.
get me wrong.
Sometimes you have bad luck.
They are correct to think like that, because sometimes you should analyze your problem and be like, okay,
Oh, no,
let
yeah,
me not
100%.
fucking repeat it again. We as men, we're like, nah, bro, I'm going through this wall and that's it. I don't care about what happens to me, what happens to other people. Like, I'm going through this wall. But as women, they're like, maybe I can go around this wall, not break an arm, and everything will be easier. But
Oh no, there's a value to that.
Yeah.
100%. Sometimes being so simplistic is bad.
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
there's always pros and cons. We're not 100% correct.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We're a bunch of fucking idiots, bro, talking in here.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know about y'all. I don't think I'm an idiot. I got a master's degree.
You don't think we know you are. We know, dog.
Maybe so.
This is a known fact.
so
You socialize with us, bro. Come on, dog.
Yeah, that's true. I don't, I'm doing what is this, my third podcast? This is like what my fucking, I don't know what I'm thinking this is gonna come out to be. So
you're an editor, bro.
I'm going through a midlife crisis. I don't know.
Midlife.
Yeah.
Midlife.
Yeah, fuck you.
What are you talking about? Midlife.
Get to my age and.
What do you mean? You're not 50, bro. What? You're like 48?
Midlife
close
crisis.
enough.
No,
I'm closer to 48 than you guys. That's for sure. But let me tell you something. I just fucking found out that these fucking beers are expired.
You're about to shit your life away.
I've been drinking expired beer for the past 40 something minutes.
How expired is it?
June 2024.
Bro, you're fine, dog. We eating shit that's expired a year ago, dog, and we're fine. Relax.
Yeah, you're right.
It's
I
beer,
make
bro.
nuggets like there's no tomorrow. Hey man, beer can go bad.
Oh yeah, beer can go bad.
Beer can go
especially when you don't drink it. I feel bad for beer. When I see a lonely little can in my fridge, I'm like, must be so lonely, bro.
You love beer. You love beer. Where did this come from? How did this because I don't drink beer until I met you. I haven't drank beer this much.
I'm very proud of that fact, actually.
Yeah,
I'm glad.
You should be. I didn't drink as much beer until I met you.
People hide their pain in their muscles. Like fitness guy over here.
Or in their fat, like me.
Alex is a fitness guy right there, bro. Look at him.
Yeah. Fitness. Oh yeah, I look fitness right now because of the angle of the fucking laptop. But if you would have saw the other episodes,
bro, it's a good thing he doesn't smoke.
Yeah, man, I would have been dead.
Porque si no sería un círculo vicioso.
That was so. Yeah, there's some jokes are.
Love those old Chavo del Ocho jokes. I love them.
Oh,
and the best part is that since Del Chavo del Ocho has gotten so old, they don't know them.
Yeah, they forget about them.
They forget about them. I love them.
I think me and you, Juli, send each other like a lot of Chavo de Ocho fucking
Shit,
memes all the time. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. But like I drink, honestly, I grew up with like a family that likes to like party. And they like to have like a beer or two. My uncles drank, my cousins drank. My parents didn't drink, which is kind of like I'm like, where did this come from? But my grandpa, I didn't meet him. I was born and they weren't around no more. They told me that they like having their beers too. So I think it's like a cultural thing. Mm-hmm. The thing is that cultural thing can also go bad because there's a lot of alcoholics. In the family,
and you wouldn't consider yourself
not now though. No, I'm not an alcoholic, bro.
Right.
I don't have a drinking problem. People have a problem when I drink, bro. I don't have a problem. There's other people that have a problem when I drink. My wife has a problem.
A huge problem, I guess.
She has a huge problem with my drinking, bro.
I'm not seeing what happiness it brings to me. All right, Juli, relax.
Right. Now, me and Jose kind of share more of the drinking, like, partnership here because we drink more of the fucking seltzers than you do.
That's not drinking. You're drinking a 7-Up.
No, all right, bro. It's tequila.
I don't remember this. I don't remember when a 7-Up fucking got me trashed. So I don't remember that unless it was.
I've never seen someone that goes, "Oh my god, bro, those Trulies are hitting me bad."
Yeah, it's hard.
How Alex and I were down in that night, bro. Fuck, Jesus Christ. We got fucking 4 buckets of what, like 30s?
Oh my god, it was rough, dude. You're talking about at the wharf?
Yeah, at the wharf. I remember I drank like I don't even remember how many.
That's not
drinking. I drank like
that's not you were hydrating. That's not drinking.
Yeah, I was hydrating and getting drunk. How is that being stupid? That's being smart, bro.
Hey man, all I know is that we tried to buy guarito, but they didn't have any. They ran out of guaro over there at the freaking at the.
That's another thing they fucked up. Have you seen the new one? The new guaro, el amarillo.
No, yeah, but that's a different company.
You're drinking apple juice there, bro. If you're gonna drink. If not, just have some water.
But that's like a cocktail, though. I mean, what's wrong with a little cocktail every once in a while?
A cocktail. I mean, to each his own. There's alcohol in that. But I've tasted those Trulies, bro. They're liquid like
okay, but we don't drink Trulies. Those shits taste like ass, bro.
What do you guys drink?
Hold on. I drink the Trulies lemonade.
High noon.
The Truly lemonades are bomb as hell. I don't know about what y'all talking about.
Sometimes they're too fucking sweet, bro. That sweetness, I'm like, bro, this tastes like straight.
Listen, man, I didn't get fat by eating fucking healthy shit. I got
fat
by
eating problem.
I'm fucking healthy, bro. I gotta drink the fucking high noons, dog.
The high noons. I feel like, shout outs to my boy Ernesto, because I feel like me and him were like the first ones to be introduced to high noons years ago when it first came out, and I brought it here to Rhode Island, and a lot of people were fucking
acting me. Like he's a fucking founder or something, bro.
I'm not saying I'm not a founder, but I remember when listen, I was buying high noons.
Remember when Columbus came to the Americas? I was there with the high noons, bro. I brought them here.
I was like, y'all don't want spices. Y'all don't want
after
spices.
After the tea party, Alex was hanging out like boom, boom. Here, high noon for you, 100%. Bro.
I said no spices.
This isn't tax, bro.
Tobacco, my ass. Try these high noons, bro. Columbus, you're gonna love it. And then he killed everybody. No, listen, I bought high noons at $5. The high noons were $5 when I bought them for the first time.
No self-respecting man knows how much the $5 how much high noons are.
That's how much it were. I was like, oh, this is a cheap drink. It's pretty good. It's tasty. I fucks with it. And then now they're like $13 a pop in Miami. At least in Miami they are.
It's fucking Miami, bro. Everything's expensive here.
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous how much they charge for a bottle of guaro. It's like $100 for a fucking quarter.
100, bro. You're being nice. It's $250.
$100. So I'm going out again, then.
Yeah, bro.
Last time I went out, it was like 200 pesos.
Well, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. 200, 250. It's
and now that we're fucking trying to be high class and drink tequila, bro, fucking $400 for tequila, bro. Oh, I got that shit hurt.
It's disrespectful, and maybe we're in
$400.
Yeah, that shit getting
so
pricey.
This is why you turn on the Poleros and you have a beer with us. It's economical.
Yeah,
Juli has a point. You just sit
unless
down
you're driving and listening to this. Unless you're driving and don't drink and drive unless you're a professional.
Be a man.
I'm gonna put
drink
a lasso. You do whatever you want. You do whatever you want. Live.
Be a
Yeah.
man.
If you got your license in drinking and driving, then by all means do it. But yeah, don't ever
don't drink and drive,
I
guys.
say don't do that. Don't be retarded. Don't listen to us, bro.
Don't drink and drive.
So as soon as I say it, everybody's gonna turn around on me, right? But we were endorsing it just like 2 seconds ago. That's all right.
Yeah, don't do it. Don't
That's
do
it.
it. You know, don't get that DUI. You know, be smart. Just stay home. Drink at
Has
home.
anybody
You know?
has anybody got DUI before?
Not in this chat, no.
Luckily, no, none of us.
There's been
Luckily,
some
right,
close
Willie?
calls. There's been some close calls.
Oh,
I'll admit it. There was a very close call.
really? Like
There's
for
a
death
lot
or
of us
like
that have gotten
DUI?
close calls, bro. A lot of us.
Yeah, mad about coke, I think.
Yeah, he's one. He's one.
I think we shouldn't use that name to reference him because we might
found
drop.
another nickname: Down syndrome and up syndrome. You remember that?
Yeah, the
Oh,
syndrome twins.
The syndrome twins, bro.
Yo, that's a rough one.
All right, you know who my sister-in-law is, Alex, right?
No.
You know who my best friend is?
Say her name.
Jizzy.
That's her name, not her nickname.
That's her nick. Well, that's Giselle, but they call her yeah,
Jizzy.
whatever. Yeah. You know who her brother is?
No,
It's the one with the big ears that's always smoking, bro. Blonde.
gotcha.
All right.
El
So
satélite.
one day he was high as shit, and she was drunk, and I had just dropped him off home, and I think Julio, you were there with us. Oh no, we went from a movie. We all went to watch a movie, and I think it was that scary movie that you didn't like, Julio.
Oh no, yeah.
But whatever. The point was that, dude, they couldn't open the fucking door, and they held each other's hand to open the door. And I was like, bro, is that up syndrome and down syndrome over there, bro? Like, what are you guys doing? The syndrome twins? Like, what?
No,
the
the nickname came up because one day we started trying to give everybody nicknames.
Oh, superhero names.
Superhero names. And we couldn't come up with anything. And I'm like, bro, you remember the guy from The Incredibles? Syndrome?
Yeah,
that's it. Remember the syndrome? And he goes, yeah, up syndrome and down syndrome, bro. That's it.
Perfect. Perfect. Nicknames are rough, man. Some nicknames are rough, and some nicknames you can't get away from.
Thank God.
And in Colombia, bro, everybody has a nickname.
Yeah.
And they get bad.
Yeah, I don't think I got one in Colombia.
I do have one in Colombia. El Moño, bro.
Yeah, so weón.
My mom called me that, and it stuck. And everybody, like, bro, I'm fucking 29, and I'll show up over there in Barranquilla and like El Moño. I'm like, bro, are you fucking kidding me, dog?
I do have one in Colombia, Macho King. So they call me the Macho King.
With El Macho King, do you hear?
A wrestler.
Why don't you help yourself, bro? You're over here, Macho King, and then you're drinking high noons and my cards lemonade, bro.
What do you think you're gonna hurt my feelings? At my age, with my weight, you think you're gonna hurt my feelings? You ain't gonna hurt nobody's feelings, my niggas. Hey man, all I know is that I'm gonna tell you this. I used to be called the Macho King because as a kid, I still love wrestling, but I used to take myself. Yeah, hey man.
Hey, I haven't seen a lot of wrestling, but the few things I have seen are fucking awesome.
Let me share with you guys exactly what I'm talking about. So I had this
this
stuffed toy.
619.
There you go. See, let me see how do I do this. You guys haven't even taught me how to do any of this stuff. I'm not a.
What do you want me to look up, bro? Fucking
share screen is. Oh, that's what I'm doing. Share screen. I got you. I already did it. Did I do it? Does it look like I'm doing it?
El Macho King.
Yeah. So I used to walk around with this little thing at 3 years old when I first went to Colombia. And I used to call myself the Macho King because I was like so fascinated with him. And I used to walk around with my hands up in the air. So to this day, when I go to Colombia, my family is like, oh, mi Macho King, llegó mi Macho King a Colombia. And they give me hugs and stuff like that. And my cousin, Diana, who I love her so much, she's like a sister to me, still has this pillow figure. So she still has it in Colombia. And every once in a while, I'm like, you think I could take it back to the States with me? She's like, absolutely not. It's going to stay here with me because that's what reminds me of you. So, that's just something that there's like a nickname in Colombia, I guess, for me. So there you go. That's my nickname over there in Colombia. Macho King. Oh yeah.
I had an uncle. I had an uncle that they used to call him La Groseria.
Why is that?
It just like one of those things that with his drinking buddies, like, and they used to be like very profane, like they used to talk like, "Este hijo de puta que na-" and then like one of these days he's like, "Bro, just sit and analyze that nickname, la grosería. That means the profanity. It doesn't mean it is. I'm not just one profanity. I'm all of them. I'm all of them at the same time. Okay, why the fuck are people like that? Like, bro, I'm like, yeah, that was a rough nickname.
In Colombia, bro. I'm telling you, there's a lot of rough nicknames. One of my cousins, we used to call her Cabeza de Macho because she had a big old head and it looked like a guy's head. One of my other cousins, his nickname was Cuerpo de Guitarra because he was like, I was like, oh, come on,
A
dog.
guy with
A guy.
that shape. Ugh.
Yeah, they used to call him Cuerpo de Guitarra,
No,
bro. I was like, oh, shit. Or
there was this girl that my cousin used to know. Well, my cousins in Colombia used to know. Y le decían la 3:45, 3:45. Because in 15 minutes, estaba en 4.
Yeah. God damn.
Yep. Oh,
Holy
man.
shit.
Yow.
Bro, that's a creative way to call somebody
out. Yep.
That's a good one.
I mean, it's incredible what they do sometimes, dog.
A garden utility.
It's what they do out there. But guys, I think we've talked a lot about, bullying and stuff like that. It was a great topic. I think we're gonna like maybe start trying to utilize people that are watching the show and tell us their thoughts, about bullying, about their nicknames and stuff like that. If they want to share it, maybe some of them won't want to share it, like Matt about Coke. But if they do decide to share it, let us know. Let us know some of your nicknames so we can talk about it on here and we can laugh together, because that's what it's all about, right? Laughing about it, having a beer about it, drinking about it, and just not taking it so serious. Life is too serious to not laugh.
There's enough problems in life that
right?
Don't put one more on yourself, bro. Take it easy.
Let's just all laugh.
Everything's gonna be okay.
Everything will be okay. Yeah, I'm gonna start crying after this episode ends. But but I think we're good. Anybody else have any final thoughts?
I want another beer.
Don't be soft.
I have some.
I wish I ran out of these expired beers. Thank God I saved my father-in-law from drinking these beers, man. I know my girl's probably mad that I drank all of them, but I'm like, they're expired.
Just buy them a couple new ones.
They're expired by 1 month, bro. Relax.
Dude, it's 2 months, bro. That's
You're
2
fine,
months.
bro.
Next thing we're gonna see, we're gonna see Alex just on the floor, just
health hazard. I'm one cheeseburger away from dropping, like I said a couple episodes ago. Maybe these beers would do me in. So, hopefully not. But gentlemen, Thank you guys for joining. We'll see you next week. Same bad.
Yeah, definitely. Yes, with more beer.
With more beer. I love
Take care, guys.
All right, guys.
Love it. Have a good one.